Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Nitai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Guru Hari Bol. Nitai Guru Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Guru Hari Bol. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astutara Satasissima Hidvangis ISKCON Founder Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Astutara Satasissima Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Guru Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shyama Kumar Radha Kunda Giri Gauravadan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gauda Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Krishna Prayakubara Shri Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhati Tuti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Hirayuta Padakava. Sadhuitam Savadutam Varijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Dev Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Cha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavanishwari Vrishabhana Suti Devi Pranamami Hadipriya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvyayevasya Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo namo namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktabhinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Sri next of instruction ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti mantra 7. Mantra 7. Mantra 7. Shyat. Okay. Not many people have it. Okay, I'll chant alone. I'll recite alone. We don't have our board today. Shya Krishna Nama Charita Disita Vidya. Is it 7 or 8? 8. Okay. 8. Sorry, 8. Yeah, we did that. 7. Mantra 8. From Nectar of Instruction, text 8. Tan Nama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tishtan Vraje Tatanuragi Jananuragami Kalam Nayed Akilam Iti Upadesasaram Tannamarupa Charita Disukritinanu Smerityo Kramena Rasana Manasi Niyojya Tishtan Braje Tatanuragidananugami Kalam Naye Nakilam Itupadesa Sharam Tishtan Braje Tatanuragi Kalam Naye Akilam Itupadesa Sharam Tannamarupa Charita Disukirtananu Smerityo kamanena rasana manase niyojya. Tishan brajeta nanuragai janananugami. Kalam nayed akilam ityupadesa sharam. Tannama rupa charidadi sukirtanani. Krishnan rajeta danuragagi jananugami. Kalam nayena kilam ityupadesa sharam. Tannama rupa charidadi sukirtananu. Smerityo kamanena rasana manase niyojya. Krishnan rajeta anuragi jananuragami. Kalam nayena kilam ityupadesa saram. Smerityo kamena sarana manase niyojya. Krishnan rajeta anuragi jananuragami. Kalam nayena kilam ityupadesa saram. Anyone else? Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Lesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The essence of all advice is that one should utilize one's full time, 24 hours a day, in nicely chanting and remembering the Lord's divine name, transcendental form, qualities, and eternal pastimes, thereby gradually engaging one's tongue and mind. In this way, one should reside in Braj, Goloka, Vrindavan, Dham, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to His devotional service. Hare Krishna. Very powerful. Very powerful. Swarupa Goswami said here, the first thing is Upadesha Sharan. Right? What is Upadesha Sharam? Nama Rupa Charitadi Sukritananu. The essence of all instructions, the essence of all advice, the essence of all conversations is what? That we should very nicely do what? very nicely. This is a word properly used here. Very nicely. Not rushing to complete 16 rounds. No discussion. Very nicely. Chanting very nicely. We don't have ordinary activities in Krishna consciousness. There is no ordinary activities in Krishna consciousness. All our activities in Krishna consciousness are our offerings to Krishna. It's our offerings. All activities. It's our offerings to Krishna. Therefore, they should be nice. Why our activities should be nice before offering to Krishna? Why? Why it should be nice?
He is the Supreme Lord.
Give the mic. Why our activities should be nice? Whatever we are offering to Krishna, they are all devotional activities. They should be our offering. Why it should be nice, nice offerings?
First, because he is a Supreme Lord, and second, because it's an offering of love. So when we give something in love, we try our best to give him.
Very good.
Attention to detail is a sign of love. So, attention to details are the sign of love.
Attention is the sign of love. Yes. Very good. Yes.
He is Supreme Personality of Godhead, so he deserves everything best. Like if we love someone, we try to give him the best, whatever we are having.
Very good. If you love somebody, you want to give the person the best. Very good. However, the fun is in the mode of passion. I say, disturb me. It means it should be slow. It should be low. Yes. Why? Why it should be nice. Why it should be nice?
Actually, everything is given by him, so we should give him whatever he gives us best.
Everything is given by him, so we should give him. Yes. Very good. Yes, Prabhu.
It should be pleasing only if it is nice, then only it will be pleasing to Krishna.
Yes. It should be nice so that it will be pleasing to Krishna. Yes, very good.
It is for the pleasure of Krishna, that's why it should be nice.
It's for the pleasure of Krishna, so it should be nice. Very good. Yes. Very good.
Because it's Krishna consciousness, is making with consciousness, and with consciousness means concentration, and concentration means properly, means nicely, means
Concentration.
attentively.
Concentration. It's Krishna consciousness, so it requires concentration. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Why it should be nice? Why? Why our offering should be nice? And Papa uses the way nicely chanting and remembering. This is what Papa said. Why it should be nice?
Because Krishna looks our intentions.
Krishna?
Looks our intentions with which we are offering something to Krishna.
Krishna look at our intentions. Yes. Very good. Our activities, our chanting and hearing. Want to say something? Want to contribute? Want to contribute? Do you want to contribute? Go ahead.
We should give our best to Krishna because we love him, that's why.
Because we love him. Yes. Good. Very good. Very good. Should I say something also? Should I contribute also? Huh? Yes. Okay. It should be nice. Because that is what you are going to get back. That is what you are going to get back. If you offer ignorance, you get back ignorance. If you offer passion, you get back passion. If you offer goodness, you get back goodness. And if you offer transcendence very nicely, Krishna will also give you nice result. Ye yatamam prapadante tam tadaiva bhajamiyaham. What Krishna said. Not that you offer something in ignorance and you're expecting back goodness. It doesn't work like that. Whatever we offer, that is what you're going to get. Therefore, let us nicely offer our service to Krishna. So you get back nice result. If we don't chant nicely, if we don't remember nicely, if we don't hear nicely, what will be the result? What will be the result? No good result. No good result. So in Christian consciousness, there is no failure because all our activities are nicely offered. So we should offer nice offerings. It should be nice. So this is the essence. All our activities, everything we do in Christian consciousness is our offering. And Krishna is going to reward us based on the quality of what we offer. Is it clear? When we sit in exam, after the examination, everybody get the same mark? Huh? Everybody get the same mark? Why? Why? Destiny. What one has written, this is what they are going to get. They cannot give me your mark or give your mark to me. They will mark you different, mark me different according to what we have individually written. And what we have individually written is based on the quality of what we have had. That is why the same nature of instruction is not the same. The same deity, the same temple, the same Prabhupada, the same everything. We make the same level of advancement. Huh? The same level of advancement. Why? The quality of our offerings, O Krishna. The quality of our offerings that determines how we are going to complete our assignment this lifetime and go back to Godhead. Or we are going to complete it in so many lifetimes. Hare Krishna. To remember, what must we do to remember? For anyone to remember, what is the main thing we should do? Hearing. You cannot repeat without hearing. You must first of all hear. According to the quality of our hearing, then it will also determine the level of our remembrance. If our hearing is poor, the remaining 8 items will be wrong. If you don't hear properly, our chanting will not be proper. Our remembrance will not be proper. Our worship will not be proper. Everything would be incorrect. So the main thing is the quality of our hearing. The chanting of the holy name, the chanting of the holy name, the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is not what purifies us. What purifies us is how much do we hear what we have chanted? That's what purifies. Therefore, Prabhupada said, only two things required: chant with the tongue, hear with the ear. That's all. Prabhupada said, that's all. Two things required: chant with the tongue and hear with the ear. So we should give importance to hearing. And we already mentioned, to hear, there are qualities. Hearing has qualities, has ingredients to be put in place. If you really want to hear, we must have faith in the speaker. If you want to hear, you must have faith in the speaker. If you have no faith in the speaker, you will not hear. What's he going to tell me? I already know everything he will say. You will not hear anything. The body will sit there in the class, will not hear. We must be humble. If you want to hear, you must be humble. That being humble means that I'm open to get something new. This class, this lecture, I'm going to get new things. Krishna is going to use him or her to give me so many things I need in my devotional life. This humility is required to hear. Second. Number 3, you must be eagerness. How do we approach prasadam? Eagerness. Yes. That mentality, the same attitude should be applied in hearing. Eagerness. And the opposite, if one is not eager to hear in the class, what would happen to you if you're not eager to hear? If one is not eager to hear, what will happen in the class? Only 5 minutes you are going to spend, you sleep. Only 5 minutes. You sleep. So eagerness to hear, and Prabhupada said that so many times in the first canto. So many times. Eagerness to hear. Eagerness to hear. Service attitude. Service attitude. Yes. Service attitude to hear. Mr. Goswami said, no, Sunakarisi is speaking. Sutta Goswami, yeah, it's Sutta Goswami. Shradana. Shradana, Sha, Vasudeva Katha Ruchi, Shan Mahal Sevaya, Vipra. Punya Trita, Sevanat. The ability to hear is what? Service. to a devotee. If you want to hear, the service to a pure devotee who cleans the dirty things to give us the quality to hear. Punya Trita ni Sevanat. Eagerness to hear. If you don't have these qualities, the body will sit in the class. We are somewhere else. Hearing does not mean that the sound is just hitting the eardrum. Hearing means that the sound has penetrated and has come to the heart. This is hearing. This nicely hearing, nicely chanting, nicely remembering. Rupa Goswami said this is the essence of all advices. Means we should encourage everyone to do this. And Srila Prabhupada said, I established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness just to give people a chance to hear. This movement is meant for hearing. And he said, questioning and hearing is our process. And he gave example. From morning to night, the birds, they are always asking questions and answering. The student and the teacher, they are always speaking and questioning. The lawyer in the school, in the court, is always based on questioning and speaking. This movement is meant for hearing. And not just hearing, it should be nice hearing. Nice. You say this is the purpose, the best way to engage the tongue and the mind. The best way to engage the tongue and the mind. And if it is engaged like this, the mind, the tongue, and all the senses, they will gradually, see the word properly used, gradually get purified. This word also properly used many times in first canto of Bhagavatam. Gradually. In this way, one should reside in Brass, Goloka Vrindavan. In other words, one who is nicely chanting, hearing, and remembering is living in Goloka. Ihayasya hare dasya. Nikilasu api vastasu. Karmana manasa gira. Jivan mukta sauchate. Jivan mukta sauchate. In this world, while someone is living in this material world, we may see the person in the material world here, but actually he is Goloka. How will we see that? The person I'm sitting next to is in Goloka. I'm sitting in the material world. Although both of us are physically sitting in one place. How will you see that? How? How will we see that? That the person I'm sitting next to, the person I'm sitting with is in Goloka and I'm here. Although both of us are sitting in one place. Can you see? This is how powerful Krishna consciousness is. We are doing the same thing, but we have different results. Then he concluded, one should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to his devotional service. We should follow them. Follow devotees who are deeply attached to Krishna consciousness in devotional service. Devotees who are nicely chanting, nicely hearing, nicely studying our scriptures, studying our process very deeply. Devotees who are doing this, we should associate with them. Because if we do like this, we will get all their wonderful qualities. Prabhupada said, since the mind may be one's enemy or one's friend, one has to train the mind to become his friend. By nicely chanting, hearing, remembering. The Krishna consciousness movement is especially meant for training the mind to be always engaged in Krishna's business. The mind contains hundreds and thousands of impressions, not only of this life, but also of many, many lives of the past. Do you understand? You understand what Prabhupada is saying? In this body, there are so many personalities in this body, this one body. There are so many personalities here. Who are the personalities? All the impressions of the lives we have lived before, as a pig, as a goat, as a cow, as birds, reptiles, all those impressions are in this body. Different persons in one body. These impressions sometimes come in contact with one another and produce contradictory pictures. In this way, the mind's function can become dangerous for a conditioned soul. Students of psychology are aware of the mind's various psychological changes. In Bhagavad Gita 8.6, Krishna said, Jam jam bhapi smaran bhavam tyajate ante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quit his body, that state he will attain without fail. At the time of death, the mind and intelligence of a living entity create the subtle form of a certain type of body for the next life. If the mind suddenly thinks of something not very congenial, one has to take a corresponding birth in the next life. On the other hand, if one can think of Krishna at the time of death, he can be transferred to the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan. This process of transmigration is very subtle. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami advises devotees to train their minds in order that they will be unable to remember anything other than Krishna. Similarly, the tongue should be trained to speak only of Krishna and to taste only Krishna prasada. So Rupa Goswami further advises, Tishtan Braje, wants to live in Vrindavan or any part of Brajabhumi. Brajabhumi or the land of Vrindavan is supposed to be 84 krosas in area. 1 krosa equals to 2 square miles. When one makes Vrindavan his residence, he should take shelter of an advanced devotee there. In this way, one should always think of Krishna and his pastimes. This is further elucidated by Srila Rupa Goswami in his Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu. We should live in Vrindavan. What is living in Vrindavan? Living in Vrindavan.
Consciousness when everybody is serving Krishna. This is Vrindavan. Krishna is the center and everybody is making service for Krishna. That is Vrindavan. Consciousness in this way is
Consciousness that Krishna is the center of activities at Vrindavan. Yes, good.
Lord tells where there are his devotees, there he stays, and that is Vrindavan. So, association of the devotee, that is Vrindavan.
Association of devotee, here is Vrindavan. Good.
Srila Prabhupada says that all ISKCON temples are Vrindavan because their devotees.
All ISKCON temples are Vrindavan Dham. Why?
Because all the 5 things are there. Krishna Katha, Krishna Kirtan.
All activities are Krishna. Good. Who lives in Vrindavan?
Krishna and his devotees.
Krishna
And his devotees.
and his devotees. So if one is living in Vrindavan physically, but the mind is in London, you living in Vrindavan? Huh? Where's he living? London. That's what it means. Krishna consciousness. One who is constantly thinking of Krishna lives in Vrindavan. Wherever the physical body may be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what live in Vrindavan. To constantly, 24 hours a day, be Krishna conscious. That person is Brajabasi. He lives in Vrindavan. The body may be somewhere else, but the person is living in Vrindavan. Srila Mahaprabhu, he gave instruction to Raghunath Das Goswami in Jagannath Puri, not in Vrindavan. In Jagannath Puri, he told him, don't eat palatable dishes. Don't dress flamboyantly. Don't talk ordinary mundane talks. And in your mind, lived in Vrindavan. In their mind, live in Vrindavan. Always render service to Radha Shyama Sundar. That's Vrindavan. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj, he told Vidura Mahatma, what did he say? You are Vrindavan personified. Wherever you go, you make that place Vrindavan. Because in your mind, what is the mind? What is in the heart of Hanuman? Hanuman, what is in his heart? Hanuman? Sitaram. That is Krishna consciousness. Our heart should be donated to Krishna. That is Vrindavan. So wherever we are, but Radha Shyamsundar is there in the heart. That's Vrindavan. And you make everywhere Vrindavan. And Prabhupada made the whole world Vrindavan. He has temples all over the world. Vrindavan. In each and every place. What is there? Kirtan, Krishna discussion, Krishna service, Krishna and his devotees, always together doing service. That's Vrindavan. A devotee should always reside in the transcendental realm of Braj and always engage in Krishna, Krishnam, Smaran, Janam, Chasya, Prishtam, the remembrance of Sri Krishna and his beloved associates. By following in the footsteps of such associates and by entering under their eternal guidance, one can acquire an intense desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Association with pure devotees. Association with pure devotees. Prabhupada said here, under their shelter, under their guidance, one can acquire an intense desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is what the association of pure devotees offers. In other words, pure devotees should have the quality to spark the fire of devotion in the heart of those who come in contact with them. Prabhupada did that. And Prabhupada did that. That is why all of us are sitting here. He did that. He planted Krishna in the heart of those who come to him. This is the result. That is the sign of a pure devotee. So association of pure devotees is very, very important. This is what the pure devotees should do. What does it mean? What is the meaning? We should associate with pure devotees. What does it mean? What is association? Serving pure devotees? Serving pure devotees? Following the instructions? Hearing. So the Prabhupada said, the essence of association is to hear. That's the essence of association, to hear. Mosquito is sitting on the lap of a pure devotee. Is it not association? Huh? Is it not association? Mosquito is sitting on the lap of a pure devotee. Is it not association? Is it not? He's very close. He's sitting on right on the lap of the pure devotee. That's association. Huh? Disturbing a pure devotee. So that is not association. Association is not just that people come together in one place. This is not association. They come together in one place. That is not association. There are so many material gatherings everywhere in the world. So many material gatherings everywhere. That is dusanga. Association is when we are hearing attentively from the sadhu. That is association. Not to go and see, to hear. Balabhadra Bhattacharya? Balabhadra Bhattacharya, who traveled with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to south. And he left Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to go and see a fisherman. And he was telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna is dancing on the head of Kaliya again. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu slapped him. You are a fool. You are leaving the Supreme Personality of Godhead to go and see a fisherman. Say, fool. Your foolishness cannot be corrected. That association, he was with the Lord, directly serving the Lord. And he left the Lord. A fisherman was carrying a bush lamp. And village people started announcing, oh, Krishna, Kaliya, Krishna is dancing on the head. And Balabhadra, he left the Lord, the Supreme Lord, right there to go and see a fisherman. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so angry. You are a rascal. Don't do this nonsense. That is not Kaliya. Who told you that is Kaliya? In Kali Yuga, that is not. That is not. It's a fisherman. So association is to hear, not to see. Not to see, is to hear. Why somebody is giving up the law to go and see a fisherman? That's Krishna. And he's a servant. He's a servant of the Lord. He traveled with him from Jagannath Puri all the way. So we should not make this foolishness disturbing our spiritual masters who are guiding us. Giving a bona fide spiritual master to go and take care of an impersonalist for Mayavad. We shouldn't do that. Don't give up Krishna consciousness. Again, Srila Rupa Goswami said in Bhakti Rasamrita, in the transcendental realm of Braj Dam, one should serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna with a feeling similar to that of his associates. And one should place himself under the direct guidance of a particular associate of Krishna and should follow in his footsteps. One devotee wrote to me, so please, Maharaj, can you tell me, am I going back to God in this lifetime? Am I going back to God in this lifetime? I didn't reply. Because I was going to see him in a short while. He is in Vrindavan. I was in Nigeria when he sent me the message. So I didn't answer. So when I went to Vrindavan, and I said, yes, you asked me a question before. Are you ready for the answer? I said, yes. Do you talk like Brajabasis? Do you talk like Brajabasis? No. Do you walk like Brajabasis? No. Do you serve like Brajabasis? No. Do you have their mentality? Do you have the mentality of Brijabasis? No? So how can you go there? How can you go there? Is it difficult? Huh? The answer is difficult? Look in the heart. Look in the heart. What goes on there 24 hours? Does it resemble Vijayabhasi consciousness? What's the amount of Krishna consciousness in our mind 24 hours a day? What is there? What amount of Krishna consciousness is there in the mind? So Prabhupada has given, along with Rupa Goswami, they have given the formula here. In the transcendental realm of Vrindavan, Braj one should serve the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna with a feeling similar to that of his associates. And one should place himself under the direct guidance of a particular associate of Krishna and should follow in his footsteps. Native devotion, Rupa Goswami mentioned. All of us have different tastes. It's natural. That is rasa. It's normal. So, if we are making advancement, or we want to make advancement, or probably giving the formula here, that we should have a nature, there should be an eternal associate of Krishna, which mood, future, everything attract our mind. And we should serve under that particular devotee. If we want to go to any country, we need invitation letter from that country, is it not? Huh? Yes. So to go to Goloka Vrindavan, we need invitation letter from Goloka Basi. Do we know anybody there? Huh? Yes. It's Prabhupada. Therefore, all of us must serve under Prabhupada. Don't give her proper shelter. So Prabhupada said, hold my dhoti, I will kick away Maya. They will know Maya. Hold my dhoti. How to hold proper dhoti? How do we hold dhoti? Follow his instructions. Follow the instructions carefully. Practice according to what is in the book. Don't practice follow ordinary people. Follow what is given here. Don't follow people's speculation. We should follow what Prabhupada has established. So many speculations. Just follow what Prabhupada has established. Don't change it. This method is applicable both in the stage of sadhana, spiritual practices, executed while in the stage of bondage, and in the stage of sadhya, God realization, when one is a siddha, purusha, or a spiritually perfect soul. Serve a devotee who is perfect, who is pure. Under the guidance, we learn how to deal with Krishna, how to serve Krishna, how to associate with Krishna. They will teach us, as Prabhupada is teaching. Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakura has commented as follows upon this verse. One who has not yet developed interest in Krishna consciousness should give up all material motives and train his mind by following the progressive regulative principles, namely chanting and remembering Krishna and his name, form, quality, pastimes, and so forth. In this way, after developing a taste for such things, one should try to live in Vrindavan and pass his time constantly remembering Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, and qualities under the direction and protection of an expert devotee. This is the sum and substance of all instruction regarding the cultivation of devotional service. Questions? Comments? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you very much for nice class, Maharaj. Maharaj, my question was like initially you were telling that how we have to do everything very nicely in Krishna consciousness because that's what we'll receive from Lord. So Maharaj, my question was like in the daily life, like I am experiencing that I am not able to do everything nicely. Like some things somehow, like I am very from passionate background. So like some of the things in which I am not able to give quality times, that is always there in the back of my mind that I have to stand in front of the deities for long times so that I can pray for a long time. But somehow immediately like the class gets over, then I get remembers of lot of services and lot of other things. And over the full day also it becomes difficult sometimes to focus on the some very important aspect of devotional service, like maybe standing in front of the deities and praying for the long times, for long hours, as well as like even chanting also sometimes we just speed up. So how, Maharaj, like how to prioritize what things to do it very nicely and in what things we can do kind of little compromise, or how to manage in our daily services so that we can do everything very nicely to please the Lord.
Cry. Cry, Krishna, I cannot do this thing nicely. Please help me. So cry. That's the process. To cry. That is the price. The price to cry. Not from here, from the heart. And the cry. I'm helpless, Krishna. I can't do this thing on my own. I need help. From Chanda is you cry. Dear Lord, please see my situation. I cannot. Help me. If this is done with feelings, the Lord will do something. In one lecture, Sri Prabhupada said, we force Krishna to allow us to come to the material world. We force Krishna to allow us to come to the material world. Let him force him to take us out. Cry. Krishna, I need help. I need help. See, you have brought me here. You brought me here by your costless mercy. Please help me. Krishna's heart will be touched by that. Devotional service is not a mechanical thing. That's a process. We are taking it casually, not deeply. Therefore, we are not getting what is available. Everything we need is available. Prabhupada has given all in one place. Everything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave us how many ISKCON? How many? 8. Do you know that this 8 item contain everything we need to become pure devotee? Just this, from here to here, from where we are to Prema, is it not? Contains everything, everything is inside here. But how do we, what is our approach towards this? Because we are feeling comfortable. That is a price. When one is feeling, this process is not an easy, simple thing. It's not easy, not a simple thing. We are making advancement if we have come to realize that this is not just a simple, common thing as people think. And it is beyond me. Therefore, we are crying and begging. Then we are on the way.
Maharaj, thank you so much. You told that our movement is for hearing and make questions. No? And so I listen so much about hearing of you, and I feel so much inspiration. Thank you so much. But I want to ask, make a question about this way of questions. What is the best way for make questions? For what can you talk us about make questions? What is the best form of make questions and I don't know, take more nectar? You know, because you speak about so much steps about hearing, but so many times I don't know how I can take more nectar with my questions. And maybe you know something for best questions, which type of questions are better for us, because I cannot know this. Maybe if you can help me.
So the Prabhupada said, absurd inquiry and blind following, not necessary for Krishna consciousness. Do you understand? We should not ask something we cannot understand. Don't ask question about something we cannot understand. We should not ask a challenging question. We should not challenge the speaker. Our questions should be with submissive attitude. Submission. We are questioning to know, There are many devotees, very funny. Many devotees, they will hear a lecture from somebody, they will go and ask you a question. Let me see whether you know this, whether you know. I know this, I had the question when I was in Kanpur temple. I had a lecture for His Grace, Devakinana Prabhu. Now, I'll ask you a question to see if you know it. You are Swami. Yes. Hey, Prabhu, so, what is Mahatattva? That is not good. The speaker, it is not your realization. You heard it from somebody. It's not your realization. Even if it is your realization, Krishna has given you that realization. So nothing belongs to us. Nothing to be proud about. For some devotees, that is their nature. I get this regularly from many devotees. They hear a lecture somewhere, they think, yeah. They are waiting. Even the lecture you gave does not connect what they have in mind, but they will ask you the question. Don't know whether you understand what. This is not good. We should ask questions to get a clear understanding about what we need to do to become successful in Krishna consciousness. Submissive inquiry. Ask something that when the answer is given, we'll be able to understand. We'll understand. If we challenge a person who is speaking, all the good qualities we have will go to that person. And all the bad qualities of the speaker goes to you. Automatically, by nature. This is providence arrangement. Yes. If you challenge a person, all the good qualities in you will go to the person you challenged. And all the bad qualities in the person you are challenging goes to you. Exchange, automatic exchange. This is a wisdom from Bhismadev. So we should not challenge the speaker. We should ask a question for our own benefit and the audience. Take example from the sages at Naimisharanya. Their question was a universal question, and the answer is a universal answer. Did the whole world benefit from it? This is how we ask questions. Take example also from here, we are told to follow the footsteps of our acharyas. Sages at Naimisharanya and Sutta Goswami, see the questions they ask. Beneficial for the whole world. That Bhagavatam came from the questions. 6 questions they asked produce the Bhagavatam we are having. So we can take lesson from them. Vidura, Mahatma Vidura, and Maitreya Muni. See the question Vidura asked. The question was so heavy that Maitreya Muni fell unconscious. That's the gravity of Vidura's question. Very interesting. Our scripture, very sweet. Not only Maitreya, first was Uddhava. When he asked Uddhava a question, Uddhava fainted. He was unconscious for a very long time before he regained his consciousness. And he started expressing the prema. This is a question. This is the way to ask question. And he directed him to go and meet Maitreya Muni. When Vidura went to Maitreya Muni, his question also made him faint, unconscious. When Maitreya Muni regained consciousness, he said, "This question can only come from a devotee like you. The questions you ask is beneficial for me who is going to speak. It's beneficial for you who asks a question, and it's beneficial for the whole world. Loka Mangala." This is our process. They didn't ask a question from the lecture they have heard from somebody. If you have a question, ask the speaker, the person who gave the lecture. If you have a question, ask the person. But many devotees, they will not ask a question to the speaker, they will go and ask somebody else who did not give the class. That is not a bona fide way to ask questions. It's not bona fide. It's not bona fide. I get this question always. I know some particular devotees. So when I'm giving class and they are there, I'm ready for their questions. Yes, I'm prepared. He's going to ask me a question from the lecture he has heard from internet. They will not ask the question from that lecture. Their question is outside the lecture. What they have heard from someone. Now I got this realization. Let me see whether you know the realization. So ask the question. And Krishna is always very kind. He will disgrace them. Because when you give them the answer plus, then they will feel, oh. But tomorrow they will do the same thing. This is the process for asking questions.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for so many relevant things.
Hare Krishna.
This one thing to develop eagerness for hear, one thing we heard that we should hear continuously, hear and hear. That way is some things. How can we develop eagerness to hear?
How?
To develop eagerness to hear.
We just mentioned in this class, serve a pure devotee. Serve a pure devotee who get cleansed to develop the affinity to hear. Service to a devotee. Shishi Goranditai ki Radha Madhava ki Shishi Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki. I didn't understand clearly how you call your Sita. I've been trying to hear how you call the name, but I've not gotten it clearly. Nitai Gorsunda, Radha Madhava, Lalita Saki. This I know. The last one is what I was trying to hear. Janaki Vallabha. Okay. All right. Shishi Janaki Vallabha. Ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Letter of instruction ki. Nitai Gautama Ananda. All glory is assembled devotees. Panchakalpa Tarubhascha Kripa Sanivivacha. Padidanam Pavanivyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. So we would like to express our gratitude to Maharaj. Actually, while hearing Maharaj's lectures for last couple of days, 3 days, I was reminded of one other devotee of Lord Ramchandra, King Kulashekar. So King Kulashekar used to hear the Bhagavatam and Ramchandra's pastime. As he would hear, he would completely get absorbed in the Leela of the Lord. One time so happened that there was a Sita Haran episode going on, and King Kulashekar really felt that Sita has been taken away by Ravana. So he actually started moving. So the way he was entering into the Leela, while hearing the Leela, that was the experience Maharaj was giving wonderfully by hearing this Ram Katha. And I also felt sometimes in the very Audarya Dham of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Srila Prabhupada's movement, sometimes we get to be loose on following some principles. So it was very enlightening to hear the very strong and emphatic kingdom and rulership of Lord Ramchandra. So make ourselves very accountable, very responsible, very committed in our service to Srila Prabhupada by the wonderful example of Lord Ramchandra. We cannot imitate, but we'll try to emulate as given by Srila Prabhupada in his purports of Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, particularly Parikshit Maharaj section, or fourth canto, Prithu Maharaj section. So that is really wonderful. Maharaj has reminded us and absorbed us for last 3 days. So let us express our gratitude to Maharaj by loudly chanting 3 times. Rivo! 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 Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His Holiness Bhakti Dhir Damodar Swami Maharaj ki Jai.